It works fine.
And put away.
What's wrong with it?
And put away.
But why do you want to put it away? What's wrong with it?
Goodbye for now. I hope you guys enjoyed. Please make a nice big sponsor for this. Subscribe to the channel, Daily Vlogs, and thank you very much for watching.
Which in Andy speak is, get lost, don't want to talk to you anymore. Hello folks and welcome to today's vlog, and specifically welcome to a typical cliche British bank holiday weekend. Look at the state of this. It is absolutely pouring down with rain out there, and it's just typical. When you think about how long now that we've been having a heat wave in this country, probably going back to like April, May time, to the point where we were even complaining about it a little bit, but that was because it was really hot when we were trying to do normal day-to-day stuff, when we were trying to work, when we were trying to go about our daily lives. But it seems to be whenever we want to do something really cool, this happens. It just rains. I'm starting to feel a little bit like the world is out to get me, because if you look back over the last months of the vlog, most days, 95% of the days, bright sunshine, blue skies, sweat pouring off me. But then if you look at the days when we've tried to go and do something, when we went down to London for summer in the city with the girls, it rained. It didn't spoil it, but it would have been nice to have some good weather that weekend. When we went to Skegness, it was nice initially, and then we got caught in a monsoon. It didn't spoil the day, but it would have been nice to have the good weather all day. When we went to Blackpool, the weather wasn't great. It didn't spoil it, but it would have been nice to have some nice hot summer weather. And here we are, August bank holiday weekend. It's the weekend that does traditionally signify the end of the summer holidays. In actual fact, this year we've got like a week left before the kids all go back to school, but we are very close to the end. And for those people, unlike me, who have normal grown-up jobs, they get Monday off. So it's a long weekend, the last long weekend of the year that we get until Christmas. If that, I don't even know if that falls on the weekend this year. And we had a plan, because there is a local steam railway nearby, Nene Valley Railway, who for this bank holiday weekend have put on some really cool special events. They're running their steam trains up and down the line from just outside of Peterborough into the centre of Peterborough and back again, like 4 or 5 times a day, every day on Saturday, Sunday and Monday for this bank holiday weekend. And we had planned to go today, but I mean, did I mention the weather? We've all met Andy. We know there's not a chance he is going to enjoy a day out at something that he will really enjoy, a steam railway. He's never been to one before. He loves trains. We've shown him some videos on YouTube. He is excited to go, but there is not a chance he's going to go in this. So our plans for the day have kind of been put on the back burner. Looking at the weather, it looks like the weather might just about recover for tomorrow, so fingers crossed we can go and do the steam railway thing tomorrow. If it's like this again, there's just no point in bothering. It's not a cheap thing to go and do, but it is something that hopefully we'll all enjoy. This though, this is silly and needs to stop. Rant over. Continue with the vlog. What are you watching, Andy?
Blackpool tram.
Blackpool tram?
Yeah.
And is it good?
Yeah.
Splendid. Where are we going tomorrow?
To the bus.
To the bus?
Yeah.
Are you sure?
Or the train.
The train, exactly. We're going to go to the train. Are you going to take your camera and film it?
No.
For through Andy's eyes?
No.
But you're watching through Andy's eyes now.
No.
I've fixed your camera. There's definitely something up, because he has been sat there watching his channel. So he's watching the Blackpool trams that he filmed himself like less than 2 weeks ago. He's watching it and enjoying it and going back through that day. He's going somewhere tomorrow that he really wants to go to, but you can see the reaction when I ask him if he wants to take his camera with him. There is something has happened between him and that camera where they've had a proper falling out, and this does happen from time to time. He did this way back before the 2DS, way back before the vlog, before the iPad even. He used to have an iPod Touch, 2 iPod Touches in fact, because he'd rotate between them. One of them used to be Anna's. He'd rotate between them, so he had one that was charging and one that he was using, and he'd keep swapping back and forth with them. But one day he just fell out with it. Now we know why he fell out with that. We were going to see, it was the first time we'd ever tried to take him to the cinema. We drove all the way to Huntingdon. We have been to Huntingdon before. We talked about this on a vlog like 5 days ago. They can't possibly be connected.
Why? He remembers everything.
I know, but the only time he's ever been to Huntingdon was the day his iPod died, because we went. Yeah, that's what I mean. We were on our way into the cinema. He dropped it in the car park, landed right on the corner, and you know what happens with iPods and iPhones? If they land on the corner, the screen just shattered into a million pieces. And to make matters worse, when we got in there, they weren't doing the autism showing, were they? That we thought that they were supposed to be doing. We were there on the wrong weekend or something. It was completely our fault. But that, because the other day, future Kev, edit in the other day where I was baffled because he was talking about Huntingdon.
No.
Where's that? What are you looking at?
The McDonald's.
Are you finding a Premier Inn? Oh, we're finding McDonald's.
Let's go McDonald's in Huntingdon.
Don't know what makes it. I mean, Huntingdon, if that's the place he's looking at, is like halfway between where we live and Cambridge. To my knowledge, he's never been to Huntingdon in his life. We took him to Cambridge, but we didn't go to Huntingdon. Right. Detective Kev, get your Could this possibly be related? We've got an incident like 4 or 5 years ago where he goes to Huntingdon for the only time in his life and falls out with a piece of tech. And then 5 years later, just as he's falling out with a piece of tech, he starts looking at Huntingdon and talking about Huntingdon, a place he's never been to since, other than having his memory jogged maybe a month ago, maybe not even that long, when we drove past it on the way to Cambridge. Is he trying to tell us something? The camera's not smashed. I'm going to go and get the camera and see what he does. Not smashed. Absolutely fine. How'd you turn it on? Turns on fine. Films fine. Hello, Andy. Nothing wrong with it that I can tell. Andy, look, it's fixed. It works fine.
No!
But it's fine. There's nothing wrong with it. Look, it turns on fine. It works fine.
I'm put away.
What's wrong with it?
I'm put away.
But why do you want to put it away? What's wrong with it?
Goodbye for now. I hope you guys enjoyed. Please make a nice big fun somewhere for us. Subscribe to the channel, Daily Vlogs, and thank you very much for watching. Which in Andy speak is, get lost, don't want to talk to you anymore. If you've got any ideas what could possibly be wrong with that camera, we're all ears, because we haven't got a clue. But as you can see, just really distressed immediately on seeing it. He saw it turn on, not having any of it, didn't want to talk about it. So now we're going to go and do this thing that we've waited to do for, I mean, we've been talking about going to the steam railway for 6 years. It's something we've wanted to do for a long time. We finally get the opportunity to do it on a day when we're available. They're running, because they don't run every day. But we're available, they're available. We're going to go tomorrow. Well, he's not going to be able to film it. But now, he's watching his own channel. He's watching stuff he filmed on it. He'll want to relive it by doing this. I don't know what to do.
Later.
I need to get charged.
It doesn't need charging, Andy. It's fully charged. Oh,
no.
It's not fully charged. It was fully charged.
Oh no.
Hold on. Let's get you the charger. Fine, it's charging. Look. Just plug it in there. There you go. It's charging. Andy, you don't need to keep holding it. Andy.
Hi there.
Right, what's the matter?
Oh, there we go.
Yeah, it's charging. Happy?
Yes.
Good. 1 week of summer left. He's definitely starting to get very, very stressed out and anxious about something. He's stressed out with the game that he's playing. This is his new evening routine now. This Lego City Undercover game. I think we've mentioned it. I don't think we've shown you it before. This replaced Burnout Paradise about 3 weeks ago, maybe a little bit longer, as his go-to evening game that he plays before he goes upstairs for his bath. And just the last couple of days, he's been getting more and more anxious and stressed out about how charged up the controller is. Tonight, there is a genuine issue. The controller is dead. We don't use that word for controllers anymore. The controller does need charging, so he's got the charging cable there, which normally we don't let him have because normally it doesn't need charging. But it isn't completely out of battery. It's just showing the low battery warning, and it is really stressing him out. Andy,
are you okay?
you need to just play the game or turn it off. You can't keep playing in the settings. Really doesn't like the fact that the controller is not fully charged. He wants it to be completely 100% charged or plugged in, like all his other tech is usually. But it's never been a problem with the Xbox One or the PS4 before. He normally just plays it until the controller turns itself off and lets us charge it up again. But I think just general anxiety, stress, apprehension, boredom, could be any of the above, none of the above, all of the above, are just making every little thing turn into a bigger thing at the moment. And I wonder if that's what we've got with the camera, that's what we've got with the charger. He's spending a lot more time than usual in his bedroom, which does set off a little bit of an alarm bell, because that's one of the things that he was doing during the period of school refusal. He would go and hide up there. I don't think we're likely to return back to that. We've got lots of stuff in place to prepare us and prepare him, and it shouldn't happen. What's wrong, Andy?
Oh, it's finished. Oh, it's done. No microphone.
You don't need a microphone. It's now getting a headset disconnected message coming out, which is weird because there wasn't a headset connected. So it doesn't help the fact that the PlayStation is just playing up, which is always helpful in situations like this. But yeah, we've just, on the whole, rising tension at the moment.
No.
And hopefully, one of the reasons why we're so keen to get him to do this thing tomorrow that he's wanted to do for a long time, that we've wanted to do for a long time, is we just want to use it to let off a release valve a little bit and help him through the rising tension. So he's got that tomorrow, and then the next day he goes off to his respite, which has its own challenge built into it because it was all set up before Anna got her new job, and he needs dropping off at his respite in Boston while she's at work. He needs to be in Boston at 4 o'clock and she starts work at 3 o'clock. So there's no way for her to be involved in dropping him off there. Now, I've picked him up on my own once before, but I've never taken him on my own. Again, I think we'll probably be fine, but it's just an extra thing for us all to get a little bit about. He's still getting the headset disconnected message, and I don't know why.
No microphone, no.
No, you don't need a microphone, it's fine. Andy, don't worry, you don't need a microphone. But yeah, so he's got the railway tomorrow, then he's got respite Tuesday night, Wednesday night, and we pick him up Thursday morning. And then from there it is just a few days until he's back at school, and we'll be in full on preparing him for that mode. At that point, reminding him of what time he goes, reminding him of all of those routines. He's kept up the Channel 4 in the morning routine all summer, which I think is a good thing, but of course has the downside of the fact that now the end of that episode of Everybody Loves Raymond, which was for the last year has been his cue to go, now he doesn't go. I'm sure we'll be fine. I think I'm just worrying about nothing because of just general tension, but even now he is not happy over there. Andy, what's wrong?
Are you going to church?
No, we're not going to church.
Shall we go to the cathedral?
What's the matter, Andy?
Do you want to go to Nottingham City?
We can go to Nottingham soon.
Go to tram?
We can do that soon as well. We're going to go to the railway tomorrow and see the train.
No.
Yes, we are.
No, you are.
Yeah, we're going to go and see the trains tomorrow.
No.
We've already said we're going, Andy. You know we are.
No.
Well, we're going to go to see the trains tomorrow and it's going to be fun.
No.
Are you playing this game now?
Yeah.
It doesn't look like you are. If you're not playing it, we're going to have to turn it off.
No.
Because it looks like you're getting upset with it.
No. Are you enjoy that? Please make it tonight for some.
Yeah, he's just got upstairs now. I think we're going to leave him alone. Keep the camera off him for the rest of the day now. Anna's talking to him upstairs, but he just turned it off, went upstairs. He's now insisting that he wants his bath, but it's not bath time yet. And Anna's trying to talk to him, but he's now asking about charge. But when she asks if he wants the PlayStation on, he doesn't want that. So even this thing that he really enjoys doing has just got him mega stressed out. So there's something going on at the moment. Things that he normally enjoys are stressing him out and annoying him. And I assume it's back to school stress. Hello, you're back.
What was that?
Right, yeah.
Are we getting set back up again?
No. He just kept telling me he's charging and telling me he's charging.
Oh, so he wants it putting on charge. So he doesn't want to go back on the game, he just wants the charger to be plugged into the controller, which has now been done, and he's wandered back off upstairs again. He's stressed, isn't he?
He's stressed.
I don't know if you heard that. Anna just huffed and under her breath. He's stressed. She is getting the brunt of it. When he is stressed, as you saw, he doesn't want to communicate with me. He goes to Anna and she then has to work through it because he's just... It's difficult when it's like this. It's been one of those days. It's been like this for a few days. You'll have noticed, even over the last week or so, there's been a distinct lack of Andy on the vlogs over the last week or so. When he's in a good mood, we get him on, but we're not pressuring him to be on. And there haven't been many opportunities when he's been in a good mood over the last week or so. So tomorrow's going to be interesting because, like I say, it's somewhere where we all want to go. He does want to go, despite sitting there now and telling us he doesn't, which he might do tomorrow. He might just refuse to go. We haven't booked advance tickets because we're worried that he'll just refuse to get in the car. So we've been down that road with him before. He might just refuse to go. If we get there, we'll sneak his camera in my bag or Anna's bag, but I doubt he's going to use it, and then he's not going to be able to film it, and hopefully, I'm just thinking of all the possible worst case scenarios, and tomorrow will just be the fun day that we hope it will be. Fingers crossed. We want more fun vlogs. We enjoy fun vlogs. We don't want to go back to the dark days where I'm miserable every day and rewind 15 months on the vlog. Goodness me, we don't want to go back to that. So fingers crossed it's just a little bit of boredom, tension, just general. All kids get grumpy at this point of the summer holidays, don't they? It's not just him. Please reassure me down in the comments that things are going to go back to normal when school starts again. Right, I am now going to go and do a YouNow stream. So, as ever, there's going to be a replay of that secret link down in the description. So if you click on that, you'll be able to see the replay of the Q&A that I'm just about to do now in your world. I did yesterday. That link is down there if you want to watch that, if you didn't manage to catch it live. Of course, if you do want to get notified when I go live on YouNow, you should follow me on YouNow anyway. The link to that is also down in the description. And then you'll get a notification when I go live over there. But for now, I am going to leave you. So if you have enjoyed today's vlog, please make sure you leave a nice big thumbs up on there for me. Subscribe to the channel for more daily vlogs, and thank you very much for watching.